Leadership can be compared to many things. And today I want to bring you this leadership stand verb in comparison to soil. And here's the thought for today, that a leader's heart or an individual's heart is like the soil. And what you sow in it will determine what type of a harvest you will reap. In other words, that talks about our inner condition of our heart. And for an example, what would happen to a person if they had a very weak heart, very frail heart? Could end up having a stroke, a heart attack, or even dying. So understand that a physical, healthy heart is good for us to breathe, to live, to function, and etc. So as much as that is true concerning our physical heart, that pumps blood through our whole body, that is so true when it comes to our inner heart, which means our character, our attitude, our motives, our thoughts, our moral compass, so on and so forth. So in the book of life, it talks about these four types of soils. You have this stony ground and soil that where the seed was sown, but the roots weren't able to go deep enough. Then you have this thorny type of a soil where the seeds, as they try to, when they were sown, the crop tries to grow, that the thorns choke them out. Then you have this wayside type of a soil where it was hard, and people who were walking, they trampled on the seed, and the seed wasn't able to also grow. Then you have the good soil. And if you're familiar or you know anything about farming, you understand that farmers, what they do is before they sow the seed, when it comes to the new season, they have to plow it. They have to break the ground up. They have to make it soft, and then they cultivate it. Then they add the seeds and do whatever else in order to prepare it so they can have a great harvest in the fall season. So when it comes to our heart, it has a lot to do. What kind of heart do we have? Do we have a daily or an annual heart checkup? Why do we go to a doctor? Obviously, if we don't have any major health issues, if we just want to go for a physical checkup, the doctor will check our pulse and so many other things, let us know how we're doing. And the question is, when was the last time we had a heart check? In other words, have we went and analyzed ourselves? What kind of heart do I have? Do I have a good heart? Do I have a bad heart? Do I have a stony heart? Do I have a thorny heart? What would other people say about me? How is my attitude? How is my character? Am I a me-focused type of a person? Do I think that the whole world evolves around me, not knowing everyone else that's around me? If I'm a boss of a company, if I'm a business owner and I have people working for me, do I even cherish them? Do I value my staff? Do I value people around me? Do I value my family members? Or is it just me? What will people say about me? Am I a good person to be around with? Do I have a good personality? Do people want to be friends with me? So all these questions, all these things that we can talk and share about, a lot of times have to do with our heart. How is our heart as an individual? How is my heart as a parent, as a father, as a husband, as a spouse, as a manager, as a boss, whatever work and field you may be in? And this is a good for us to analyze that. If our heart is good, that means our soil will be good. And when we sow those good seeds into our life, that means we're going to bring forth great harvest. That we're going to bring something that's good, that's going to be pleasant, not only to us, but pleasant to all to people who are around us. So I want to challenge you, my friend.
Stanberg Challenge.
That have a good heart, have a not only reference to personality, but have a good heart when it comes to you dealing with other people, when it comes to you acknowledging others, when it comes to you praising others, when it comes to you doing good deeds to others. And by doing so, it's going to bring you great joy and satisfaction as the farmer collecting that great harvest in the fall season. And it's also going to be you're going to become a great blessing to others.